welcome back to Georgina Life. That might be a little confusing as to what I'm doing. I'm trying to put on gloves, and they actually fit. That's pretty cool. I mean, I got giant like ape hands. Anyway, hey, welcome back to Georgina Life. This month, March, is of course Nutrition Month, and who better to talk about nutrition than, as we mentioned earlier in the show, a registered dietitian. And with us today over here is Ingrid Fan, a registered dietitian from Zehrs Markets, Keswick. Thank you very much, Ingrid, for coming in today. Everything smells really good, even though a lot of this is no bake.
Yes.
Now, the things that you see in front of you, for everyone at home, we're going to have recipes, and those recipes, of course, are going to flash up on our screen so that the audience can see them. Can you run us quickly through what's in front of you right now?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here to show you these really awesome recipes. So for this one, it's a roasted squash taco. So black bean taco.
So then that, of course, just came up on the screen there. And we're going to show the other one because right in front of Amanda here is no bake something balls. What are these again?
Something. So it's no bake banana, coconut, lentil energy bites.
Oh, energy bites. And of course, that came up, is up on the screen right now. And then over here in front of me, I get the cold stuff, of course. What is this?
We have a strawberry, kiwi, banana, 3-fruit blend, kefir smoothie.
Oh, okay. And that's obviously probably very simple to make, but of course we're going to throw that the recipe right up on the screen right now. And these will all be uploaded and available online a little bit later today or at some point. So let's get to it, Ingrid. I got to ask, I mentioned Nutrition Month. I'm still really struggling with these gloves, and I think Amanda's laughing at me as I'm talking and I'm doing this. We mentioned Nutrition Month. Can you please explain to us what the heck Nutrition Month is?
Yeah, well, first off, thank you so much for having me. So Nutrition Month is, basically bringing awareness once a year to Canadians of healthy eating. And so every year there's a campaign, and this year it's called Take the Fight Out of Food. So it's not actually like food fights, not throwing food. We're not going to be playing with food like that way. But basically, it's kind of improving Canadians' relationships that they have with their food. So sometimes there's a little bit of a love-hate relationship with it. And so there's a 3-step approach to help you improve that relationship. So the first one is spot the problem.
Okay,
so we have it over here.
There. Spot the problem.
So make sure it's kind of like, what is your issue with food, really? So a lot of people, there could be some, angst. Maybe they feel overwhelmed. Or some people, they avoid food. So we kind of want to kind of renew that relationship and kind of improve maybe a different perspective on that. Okay. The second one is get the facts. So obviously you want to make sure that you're if you're doing any lifestyle changes or any diet changes, that you're well informed and making sure you're getting the right information.
And you're making yourself better rather than worse.
Of course, yeah.
Common mistake.
And so how you can do that is making sure you seek the support, which is the third step. So making sure you see a registered healthcare professional or a registered dietitian to help you make those choices and to help you kind of get it from a credible source is very important as well.
Right. Because there's so many fad diets that people can just, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this because that's what I think is best. But realistically, if they don't know what they're doing, then
of course. And the internet is
it's
nemesis.
It's rife with improper and misinformed information.
Of course, yeah. So the first common food fight that a lot of Canadians are struggling with, especially for parents, is family mealtime.
Absolutely.
Of course, I'm sure everyone, there's a little bit of overwhelmingness and a little bit angst that comes with, prepping for meals. And so the main thing that I want to leave you with a little bit of food for thought, is that parents are supposed to be in charge of the what, the when, and the where in terms of the food. And the kids are supposed to be in charge of the if and how much.
Right, which is where a meal like this kind of comes into play as well.
Exactly, because this is really great because you can customize it any way possible. And so the kids, they, in a sense, get to choose how much and which types of foods they want to pair. So, for instance, we can just get started on this taco here. So we have a little bit of black beans, so this is a good source of protein and fiber as well. Now, if kids don't really like that, you can definitely swap it out for some lean meats like chicken or turkey. We also have some roasted squash. Feel free to put any of that on. You can do roasted peppers if you like. So this is a great option. It's easy to swap out.
Right.
The next thing we have here is some avocado. So avocado is good sort of healthy fat. A lot of kids find that, you know, they might not like avocado at first, but they like it in guacamole form. You know, always blending it down. So up to you if you want to do that. Putting a little bit of healthy fats into their diet is important for their brain development as well. And then lastly, we have some feta cheese. If you would like to, you can switch it with mozzarella cheese if you like. So you can see this is a very easy customized and interchangeable food. So it kind of takes a lot of the pressure off of the parents. So all they have to do is just prep the ingredients and for the kids to decide which one they like. So that makes it a lot easier in terms of that first common food fight that we have.
So right in front of me, I have these lentil protein energy balls, and I know earlier we talked, I'm basically gonna pick these up and I'm gonna roll them into these balls here that are on my left, on your right on the screen, of course. And you can talk about everything that is involved in these very easy to make, no bake something.
Absolutely.
What are lentils?
So lentils are legumes, so they're pulses, and so last year was the year of the lentils, and it's a really great way for you to get fiber in and protein in. So the second common food fight that we have is managing a condition. So a lot of people come to me and they're like, you know, they have diabetes and they feel very overwhelmed and they're not really sure where to get started. So making sure you seek help from a registered dietitian to make sure that, you know, meal planning and also making sure you get the right portions and the right types of food. So for one of them, a lot of people with diabetes, they struggle and they say, I have to snack, I have to eat every 2 to 3 hours, like what types of snacks can I have? And so this is a really great option because this is really high in fiber and it's also very nutritious as well. So this is made up of lentils. We have some pumpkin seeds, you can swap it with sunflower seeds if you like. We have some coconut flakes and coconut flour and then chocolate chips. So once you've blended all of that into a food processor, you can do what Jordan's doing and mold into a ball, and that is really a really easy snack to take with you on the go. Great for kids, great to keep your energy levels up, and also making sure your blood sugars are up as well.
And this, of course, is gluten-free?
It is.
Okay, because
you're going to be eating that.
I'm going. I cannot surprise you anymore, Ingrid. Of course, when you're on the show, I always eat something, and that's why I double-checked to make sure that these lentil energy balls were gluten-free. Because I'm going to pop one right into my mouth as we get to the next item on our list. Of course.
Absolutely. So the third common food fight that we have is a lot of people are coming up to me saying they have digestive woes. So they feel bloated, they feel a little bit gassy, and the issue with that is, you know, and they do hear things, especially from the internet and mommy bloggers saying, oh, you should eliminate wheat, eliminate gluten, you should eliminate all of these things.
Dairy, like people want to eliminate everything. Like
and the issue with that is, you know, if you're doing what we call self-diagnosing without the support and the care of a registered healthcare professional, you can definitely start eliminating unnecessary, you know, it's unnecessary to eliminate certain things, and you might start restricting yourselves and making sure, you know, and you might not get the right nutrients in your body that you need. And so this is a really good way for you to, you know, make sure you get the right help. And, you know, for one, dietitians can help give you recommendations like kefir, for instance. We have that. So instead of using regular yogurt, we use kefir. It's got probiotics, and we use that, and we blend it with frozen fruit to make it into a smoothie.
Awesome.
Well, that's really cool. How long has this been out of the fridge?
It's been in the fridge. I literally just took it out. So.
There you go.
I need a drink.
Yeah, if you want to, absolutely. Go ahead.
Well, while Jordan is drinking, I have one last question for you before we're heading off.
Yeah.
Pizza and French fries. Is it a great way to stave away all your colds and illnesses and boost your immunity?
I'm gonna hesitate a little bit on this one. You are missing at least
few food groups.
one or two main food groups.
Yeah, cupcakes.
Cupcakes are not part of the Canada's Food Guide.
Oh, Canada's not Jordan's food guide.
Not Jordan's food guide, so you're missing vegetables, of course. So if you like to, you can definitely put salad on the side, Jordan.
There you go.
You know,
and I mean, if anybody does have those questions, they can always contact you at Keswick or at Keswick Zehrs and seek your dietitian services.
Yeah.
As usual, Ingrid, we're so happy to have had you on. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be back in just a couple extra seconds, but Jordan's going to keep trying to make these little balls because he's doing such a fantastic job at it.